Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. So this was our opening morning video. This was a fun one. Evil demonic control system being exposed. Is this really the beginning of the end? Oh, can't wait to see some things happen.
And there really was a lot of stuff we couldn't say on YT just because we feel they're at it again with us. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So again, we want to thank our Patreons, and we have our newest Patreons.
Yes, we want to say a great, big, huge thank you to Harriet, Stephen, and Pamela. You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. Couldn't do it without you guys. And after that, in order to refresh ourselves, we did this one, light code activation music for happy manifestations. It's over on Heart's Home. Heart's Home's going to be the place where we keep going with the meditation and energy work music. And Cindy does do Biofield tunings when I'm playing the guitar. So what happens is you get a session.
It is. The Biofield tuning is infused with the music. So ultimately, this is what is creating the light code activations and the healings.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that have been listening to them, the comments are really, really positive. So over here we see AT&T and Verizon reporting outages in spots all over the U.S., at least 24 states reporting issues, which does include 9/11 systems. Why does it keep happening? Because somebody is probing and testing. We get weird things all the time. Our power glitched right when we were uploading this second video. But thankfully we didn't lose it. Oh, boy, that was a blessing. Meanwhile, 63, I was just reading about 48, I think yesterday. 63 U.S. banks on the brink of collapse with $517 billion in losses. That's a lot. Again, there's a lot of things that are going to be coming together, I feel, at the same time. Or virtually one thing is going to trigger the other. It's going to trigger the other. And then you have China selling U.S. Treasury debt so rapidly and also buying up as much gold. The question is why? It's pretty obvious, because they're going to war with the U.S. And this is exactly what we've been told would happen by the monetary system experts. And this is the indicator of when you know it is near.
Yeah, we're kind of keeping an eye on this one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much out there that tells you it's near. How about this? Yeah, 46. Yeah, better late than never? No, it's because it's too late, is my personal opinion. So he says, I would have preferred to address our issues at the border through bipartisan legislation because that's the only way to actually fix our broken system. But Republicans in Congress have left me no choice, so today I'm announcing actions that bar migrants who cross our southern border unlawfully from receiving asylum, unless they seek it after entering through established lawful processes. Well, again, he's the one that reversed so many things and opened the borders just wide and has seen just an absolutely record-breaking influx of illegals of all sorts, including probably tons and tons, countless sleeper cells, cartels, all sorts of criminals. And now to do this, why do this now? Because it's too late.
I know. I mean, this is really kind of, you can't say it's yucky to hear because, of course, we all want this fixed, but the purpose behind it is yucky. Let me say that.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And so, again, it's another reason to just be as prepared as possible for whatever they throw our way. Meanwhile, he also says he won't rule out U.S. military force if China invades Taiwan. And we've covered that Taiwan's not the real priority. Everything else falls into place if the U.S. is out of the way. Meanwhile, NATO readies 300,000 troops for European defense against Russia. NATO is preparing for a potential conflict with Russia by developing land corridors to quickly deploy 300,000 U.S. troops to European front lines. Troops would land at key ports, including Rotterdam, move east via pre-planned routes to counter any potential Russian attack. Lieutenant General Alexander Solfrank. Huge logistics bases, as we know them from Afghanistan and Iraq, are no longer possible because they will be attacked and destroyed very early on in a conflict situation. These corridors would utilize ports in the Netherlands, Italy, Greece, Norway, Turkey, as well as Germany-Poland railway. With escalating warnings of a Russian assault, this strategic move ensures rapid military reinforcement to defend any threatened NATO territory. So multiple sources for this, including Defense News. Meanwhile, other sources are saying Russia has at least 500,000 troops ready to meet the 300,000 troops. So here you go. You know, I've talked about future forecasters who I enjoy to watch, and also Krzysztof, who is a Polish psychic. He was just looking at Russia. He was remote viewing Russia in 2029. And it was interesting what he was picking up. He was seeing Russia divided. And Russia split into at least two different parts that seemed to be at least tense with each other, if not outright kind of at war with each other. So I thought that was an interesting takeaway. But I do expect by that point in time, I think you're going to have revolutions in all major countries because they're going to start this war, but people are not going to go with it. And when you go to start drafting them, that's when you're going to have revolutions, in all those countries that are actively trying to draft people for a war that we know is completely manufactured.
Yeah, you want to look at that. Future forecasters did a really good job, and it was all about the month of June, I believe, too.
Yeah. June is the key month. Absolutely. And we were talking on the Patreon video about the new president of Mexico. And what does that mean? Well, again, another murdered politician. She just got in. She was elected. Well, we have Mexico's first female president. And there's other parts to that. And then you have this one, Yolanda Sanchez, the female mayor of Cotija. Just hours after the president was elected, was killed in an ambush, shot 19 times. Bodyguard also killed. Around 40 politicians have been hit by the cartels. And I really think those cartels are on payrolls.
It's what do you say? It's just disgusting.
So what's the deal with these perfectly round holes, or just about perfectly round holes? What's really going on here? Sinkholes, the earth giving way below them, or is somebody boring upwards? Or did somebody at some point in time bore downwards? And, again, those legends that I think there is a real reality in the fact that there are vast civilizations inside the earth.
Yeah, this one feels like an enigma. I feel some kind of a, magnetic type energy in there. So I don't know, though. I can't quite see it to put it together.
Well, Turkey's fascinating. These are in Turkey. And it is a fascinating area. In fact, they are facing water shortages. They do have massive, huge problem with sinkholes at the same time. And at the same time, we know there's massive cave systems that have been dug out by somebody that can hold anywhere from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of people, and have in the past underground, in many levels underground. It's really fascinating. And so is the fact that we have a lot of photos that show empty cities. I mean, it's almost like Hollywood sets. And they're all over the place. the empty cities in India, is fascinating, because these cities that we have pictures from, and they're like this. It's like, where is everybody? There's nobody there. And at this point in time, some of those cities have millions of people. Our own cities, you'll find this same thing going on. And then we have the orphan trains. We have Cabbage Patch Kids, literally. We know some cities, like, the great flood. Well, you had the big earthquake in San Francisco, but then you also have flood in Sacramento. There's been a lot of resets in the past, and I think our history is the thing that's reset more than anything.
Yeah, the history. I mean, the history really, they keep it an enigma. They keep it something that we're not truly allowed to know. So that's why, the best information you can get is within.
Yes. And here you have Mother Nature showing what she does, and the instinctive use of our abilities, which has been deprogrammed by the control system, as we've talked about the second chromosome fusion. In fact, humanity has been so tampered with that it's ridiculous. And now, how many of you guys are seeing cloudier days than usual? Rainier days, cloudier days, chillier? Global warming? No, there's tons of geoengineering. There's nothing but cloud seeing constantly going on, the use of radar and HARP. And why are they doing it? Well, is it because the runaway temperatures? No, they're falsifying all the temperature records. It's what they do. They don't want the sun reaching you. They don't want the sun triggering your escape from their dark matrix.
Nope, they don't. So get yourself healthy and get your energy all fixed up.
So exactly. Get out there, get some sun, enjoy those rays, and start on your ascending path, just like these guys.
These guys know where it's at. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.